All right, welcome, guys. We're, I know I'm a couple of minutes early. Thought I'd catch you off your guard. Oh, what's going on here? All right, welcome, guys. Whoop. Right. So I've just seen Wayne pop into the backstage. There's Jake. Who have we got in so far? Nathan, Midnight Joker, Wayne the Woodturn is in the chat. I'm sure I've just seen him come in. Christine and Michael Heseltine. Hi, guys. Who else we got? Jake's in. Ah, there's Wayne. There you are. Did you just come in a second ago?
Yeah, I did, Rich. I did. Yeah.
Oh. That's it. I can hear you now.
Yes, I did. Then I started switching things off and switched the wrong bloody thing off.
Oh, right. Okay. Larry's in as well. Yeah, I was a couple of minutes early. I've had my delivery from next door.
Oh, Abranet.
Yeah, so he gets me a bit of a mixture. So what I've got 80 grit, 120, 180, 320. What's that? 800.
Are they big circular pads, them ones, Rich? Oh, right. What's that, 5-inch?
6-inch, I think. 6-inch. I think. So there's 1,200. Oh, what's that? 1,200. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
1,200, and yeah. So these are the. They're the 6-inch. Yeah, they're 6-inch. I mean, they're not cheap, are they, Abranet? But it's such good stuff. I just can't say enough about it. So we got Jig Woodturn in. Steve Blinkhorn, he's in as well. Right, so tonight was supposed to be. I was supposed to be making a small feeder for the birds. Like a park bench. I think a few people have sent me pictures of it. It's like a park bench, but it's a feeder. And to be honest, I wouldn't have enough room in there for that, so I'm not going to bother doing it.
No, right.
What I am going to do instead is let's change this to that one. So this stuff is I'll show you how it starts life out. Hang on a minute.
Your dad's in as well. Evening, Colin. We've got Jesus H. Christ in.
So this stuff starts in.
Oh yeah, haha.
And I've just cut up into square little mosaic style tiles. I'm going to inlay into this Sapili blank.
Grand.
Like that one there, actually. It's already on the lathe, ready to go.
Good.
I've sent Dale and JP an invite. If anyone else wants to come in and have a little bit of a chat and help me out with the chat, that'd be great. Oh,
David McLernan's popped in. Evening, David. Oh, David, you still need to send me your address.
That was quick. Just popped him backstage and then poof.
He's in.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for you.
All right.
I was waiting for you.
Cubbins. Oh dear, yes. I had to go and play a quick game of snooker.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
Do you want to see what I made today
Go on.
after watching Wayne last night? Can you see it?
Very nice. Yeah, I can see it. Very nice.
It's a nose ring.
This is the
you will-
titanium carbon.
You will
So-
see a few
Yeah.
of them coming from me as well, because I just received my GPS box today.
Cool. I don't think there's carbon in the boxes there.
Not
No,
sure.
No,
Don't think so.
no, I don't think. Certainly, there wasn't any in my box anyway. Hey, Debbie.
It certainly didn't appear to be. I mean, I bought 3 of the
No,
boxes.
Barry's in the house. Ian's in the house. Evening, guys.
Colds. Andy, how's Andy's tooth?
He's just
I'm not too
messaged me.
sure.
He said he's bouncing off the walls with it, basically. He's not having a good time with it.
Call the hospital.
Nothing
they're doing a
worse.
med check.
I hope he's got a little bottle of oil of cloves with him.
You can go to Tesco's and buy a numbing liquid.
Yeah,
that you
but
tip on it.
Yeah, it's not as good as clove oil though. Clove oil is the best.
And here's Andy.
As if by magic. A Viking.
There he is.
Speak of the devil and up he pops.
How's your tooth, Andy? He's not talking. He's 13 that bad.
Oh, Keith's in the house and John N.
Hi
Where you
guys.
living?
How you doing? So, just to repeat myself for those that have just jumped in, I was going to make a bird park bench, but I've changed my mind. So this week I'm going to jump on the lathe.
They don't know how to social distance, so he's not going to bother.
Yeah. And I've cut these little pieces of GPS up, and we're going to inlay these in a mosaic style in the center of that. I can't do the resin today. Well, I could do the resin today, but it's not going to dry today. So I'll probably finish most of it, and then I'll put the resin on at a later date. I don't know.
John N is saying that, you would say we're the Three Stooges, but there's 4 of us now.
The 4 beardies.
Yeah.
Right.
It could be the 4 Marx brothers.
Well,
I'm going to put you backstage.
Funny
Is that
you.
all right, guys?
No worries, mate.
Yep. That's better.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I've already got one on the lathe. I'll switch the camera across, but in a minute. But we're going to cut a channel out. We're going to get it round first, and then we're going to cut a channel out, and we're going to inlay these. I'm going to also ebonize the bottom of this kind of dish. It's not going to be a deep one, but I'm going to ebonize it. I'm going to try anyway. I've never done it before, but I've seen loads of people doing it, including our very own Mr. Wayne, the wood turner. Right then.
Right, Jake's in. Evening, Jake.
Hi, Jay.
Oh, Steve's in. SK Crafts. Evening, Stephen.
Steve on.
Evening, Papa Beard.
I'm going to mute myself, all right? And then if you need me,
Yeah.
give me a shout.
Might need you to smash my tooth out. How's that?
I'll come and get it for you.
Andy, have you not got any oil of cloves?
Oh, yeah. Done that.
All right.
I'm literally everything you could think of. I'm like, no, that's not working. Next.
Tried calling 111 to see if there's an emergency dentist in your area.
They can't. that I would have to, if I was going to have anything, it's basically I had a tooth taken out last year because my wisdom tooth was pushing it. So they've taken the tooth out, but it's still moving and it's not poked through the skin yet.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So there's actually nothing they can do really, except, as Steve says, give me whiskey.
Calpol.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Jacob has now got no Calpol left.
Message Jim Overton, see if he can help you. He might have something that you can probably. He might give you an injection or something.
Get his Dremel out. More likely.
Yeah. Or ask his advice. He might tell you the best.
Now,
way to
Marathon
have.
Man has just come to mind.
I can't reach it, Steve. Unfortunately, pliers wouldn't help. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, did I mention I don't like dentists?
No, you didn't mention that.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the dentist. As far as I'm concerned, he's not a professional with his Dremel. If he needs lessons, he's more than welcome. I will give him some. He'll have to open his mouth.
Yeah, I've still got Marathon Man in my head. Is it safe?
The missus tried giving me ice cream before. I thought that was really unfair.
Oh, that's not nice.
That's mean, isn't it?
Yes, Mike, that's what I just said. Is it safe? Something from the shed. Oh, that's Keith. And that's another Keith we got in. Evening, Keith.
Hi, Keith. Thank you, Debbie. Hi, Scott. Hi, David.
Good evening, Scott. What wood is Richard Turner? He never actually said what wood it was.
Yeah, sorry, it's Sapele.
Oh, it's Sapele. I think you did mention that to me before he started, and I forgot. It's me. It's an age thing. So Scott is listening while he's sanding a bowl at the moment, so he will be in the chat shortly. Don't call me short.
Which one of us is he talking about, kind of thing? I mean,
Well,
there's
exactly.
four of us. There's four of us, kind of thing. We're all about the same height, to be fair, though.
Richard's shorter than me. Just saying.
Something from the shed is said Sapele is gorgeous. It's one of his faves. I'm afraid we're in disagreement there,
Yeah.
I quite like Sapele.
Keith. I hate it. I think it's a horrible bloody wood to work with.
I would actually agree with you there, Wayne. I really don't like it. It's not nice for carving, and it's just the smell, the dust that comes off it. Ugh.
Yeah, it tends to be very, very dry, and it just tends to be dust rather than shavings that come off.
Mm.
Yes, Debbie, it is a bit dusty.
Jeff Christie's in the chat.
Oh, good evening, Jeff.
It's not my favourite wood.
It's not your favourite. It's not your favourite. It's not your favourite. Is it? Is it not your favourite?
Ed Walker's in. Good evening, Ed.
Hi, Ed. I'm going to see if I can get Rich a decent sized chunk of you so he can put that on the lathe.
I should be receiving a decent sized chunk of you tomorrow.
I got the thumbs for that one. Yeah, thought so. Well,
I don't know about the rest of the chat, Jake, but I'm pretty sure us who are waffling on are quite well.
I'm not.
Oh, Dale's not. Dale is still on the road to recovery.
I got toothache, Jake.
There you go. That's two out of two. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Rich?
Gammy knee.
Gammy knee.
I'm just a total top.
Mind you, seeing that, I had a bit of a bad morning. I just wasn't bothered about doing anything, so I slept most of the morning.
Oh, sign of the COVIDs. Careful.
No, it's not. No.
It's one of those days, isn't it, Wayne?
No, it was, yeah, exactly, Andy. It was just one of those days.
You just say, screw the world. I want to go back to bed. I'm going to have one of those tomorrow. Oh no, I've got work.
I'm hoping to have 4 of them at the weekend, but I'll wind up in a workshop.
I'll tell you the truth, Dale, COVID wouldn't come anywhere near me. They'd
No?
get into my system. No, they'd get into my system. They'd start smelling me breath, and they'd go, "Oh, Jesus, wept."
Mm-hmm. Pickled.
Alcohol. No, aye, definitely pickled. Aye, they might get in, they'll come out pickled.
Yeah.
Young Clive's in the chat. Hello, young Clive. How are you?
Evening, Sneak.
What was I going to say? Nothing useful.
I don't know. Give us a
Oh,
clue.
sure. I have no clue. What's this? Even COVID's too scared of me.
Yeah, that's from Keith.
John Ann says, now I got it. The 4 horsemen. Ah, he's finally got there.
Yeah.
The 4 horsemen of the Paralips.
That reminds me, Andy, I got a new DVD today. Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Ooh.
That's an evening later this week.
Mm.
Thursday.
No, it won't be Thursday.
No, but it's still an evening later this week.
No, that won't be that's what it says. It's not Thursday. Oh,
I'm not sure I want to ride a white horse, a red horse, or a black horse. And a
see, I'm
pale.
I'm into the Terry Pratchett view of this, that the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse would actually be on motorbikes if they came around now.
No, it'd be some sort of, hopefully not one of those like hoverboard things.
Larry's just said 3 amigos plus 1. Has Donna just popped? Have you? Donna's in anyway. I don't know if we've already mentioned that Donna's in, but she is.
I don't know.
Right,
Something
Keith
on the
is
chat.
asking what's everyone's thoughts on super glue, CA glue finishes? Don't like them. There's my thought. I'll let everybody else give their own opinion.
John N says, "No, I miss my comic collectibles store." Yes, it's definitely missing in our world. As for CA finishes and superglue finishes, have no view.
I'm good with them. I don't mind. I've used them on pens, but to be honest, I would much rather polish acrylic or something like that than put a super glue finish on, because super glue finishes on resin, within 2 or 3 months, it's going to start cracking, in my opinion. There you go. That's my opinion. Bye.
Yeah, Sarah's in as well. I miss Sarah coming in somewhere.
Which is interesting. I spray mine with lacquer.
Yeah. Jake is saying super glue irritates him, so he doesn't like how sticky it is. Nathan said he's not tried it yet. Nick is saying the Horseman would come in an eco car.
Yeah, Dale's. You wouldn't hear it coming though. It'd sneak up on you and like.
It's always the way the apocalypse will come. There won't be any big drama. It'll just
It'd be a
sneak up.
hybrid engine.
Yeah, that's it. Just come to get you when you're not paying attention. Boom.
Yeah.
Ah!
Sarah's saying there's too many people to mention, so hello everybody.
Hello.
Too many people to mention.
Keith is saying sorry, he meant on wooden pens. I tend to use, and I'll keep on doing this. Every time I go to mention something, the word bloody goes. Carnauba wax. That's what I tend to use on pens, Keith.
So you rub your pen with sex wax.
Hey?
Huh?
Carnauba wax. Is, well, can be used with surf wax. That's what you put on surfboards.
All right, okay.
That wasn't a word I thought you said.
That
I must confess, I was sitting here quietly waiting for, okay, let's see where he goes with this.
no sex wax. It's the stuff that you put on surfboards.
Is
You
it
must-
really?
All right.
You
No,
must have seen sex wax.
No.
Seriously?
I used to get
no.
that. Yeah, Zogs sex wax from the Surf Shack in you.
Yeah.
no.
I wasn't being rude. It was it's an actual thing.
Haven't they seen that? Haven't they tried it? Haven't they any idea what you're talking about?
Have you
Yeah,
ever been
it was like when Andy the other week somebody was asking about glue. I mentioned about glue, and Andy put in it sticks like SHIT.
Yeah.
So I said to him in the chat, "So what's the make, Andy?" He says that is the make.
It is.
Yeah, I know. I looked it up.
It genuinely is. I was like, how am I going to... This is the best glue that I know of. How am I going to actually write this in the chat without it getting blocked? It was, yeah. It was, or was it speaker? I can't remember.
Whiffety poop
Oh,
poop.
Billy's in. Billy just popped in the house from being in the shop, and
Hello, Billy.
found us on. So here
Hi,
we are.
Billy.
Hello.
Did anyone
Oh, Chris
see,
Walker's in as well. Good evening, Chris.
Oh,
Did anyone
good.
see
And
Billy's
Fred.
premiere? His latest video was really good.
I haven't. I believe that was when I was on last night, wasn't it?
Maybe, yeah.
Right, Keith,
watched it
something
today.
from the shed is saying, Rich, please move the torch with the grain. I find it doesn't make. I find it doesn't make a lot of difference, Keith, to tell you the truth.
That's all right. It's going
Joy-
all right.
Yeah, Joy's just saying she saw a video once not too long ago where somebody burnt some wood, then sanded it before colouring it with crazy colours. I have done that, but I don't think it was my video.
That sounds like Nick.
Yeah, it sounds like Nick, that does. Thanks, Nick. Or Steve Twydell.
Good bit, Steve. Steve's partial to a bit of fire.
Yeah, I mean, I did it a while back with a triangular piece of wood.
It raises
Um,
that's essentially what it does.
Yeah, it really the good thing to do is use either a brass brush or a wire brush and a drill to clean out the grain as well once it's been torched.
I don't from
Jen's in. Hi, Jen. And Jen's saying she's pretty sure she's seen Stuart do it as well. I think that must be Stuart Farini. I think he probably has, Jen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's one of those things, isn't it? In fact, I think I've seen Martin Sabian Smith do similar. It's purely
Yeah,
to
it's It's one of them things that wood turners do every once in a while.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do as well, man. Fire.
Right, okay. Okay, so
Have you got a wire brush, Nick? Rich?
No, mate, it's the way he's standing.
I have, yeah, somewhere.
Because if you clean all the soft grain out with the wire brush, you'll get some texture on there. Obviously,
I'll have a look. Hang on a minute.
you don't have to. I'm just saying.
No, it's all right. I'll go and have a look.
Soft wire brushes usually.
There's a bit of chat going on about Billy's wrists.
Ooh.
I don't have a wire brush because my
All
son
right, okay.
has been using it. But what I do have is one of these to clear out swarf from files. It seems to work right, actually.
My word, that's an interesting voice.
Right.
Andy, handmade by Sarah, saying she's loving your sculptures. The seahorse is amazing.
Cool, thank you, Sarah.
I've got one of those seahorses. Well, I haven't. Jane has.
I've got one, but I just haven't got it yet. Right. So I've never done this before, Wayne. So would you put grit over this now? Or would you just put some clear?
Right. What are you going to do with it?
I want to leave it like that.
You want to leave it like that?
Yeah.
I'd stick some sand and sealer on first.
Yeah, maybe some white, methylated spirits or something.
Yeah, stick some mess on to clean out all the dust, and then stick some sand and sealer on before you put your axe on.
I don't have any sand and sealer, so I just have to be.
If you don't have any sand and sealer, put 2 coats of axe on there.
Yeah.
Should find
the mess is just going to clean it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's evaporating, isn't it? Okay. Right then. So how is everybody in the chat? Everyone doing all right?
Yeah.
Enjoying the weather?
Billy's wrists are healing up.
Thinking of doing live later in the week. What's best day for people? From Steve.
Oh God, there's that many on at the moment.
Honestly, Steve, I think you should pick a day. Just pick any day.
Right, Steve, one of the other things you can do, if you go on Chris Fisher's website, The Blind Wood Turner, go into the events part of it and Nicola has actually put a calendar up of when people are on live. And I think she updates it fairly regular. Because there's more and more people starting to do the lives. I know Mike Walt, his first live is going to be tomorrow night at 7:30, which is going to obviously clash a bit with me when I'm starting at 8 o'clock. But such is life.
I think at any point in the week you're gonna.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say, Andy, and you're right.
That's why I said
Unless you,
the best thing's just to do it.
so if you do a live about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock even,
Yeah,
I don't think, I think
Yeah,
5 o'clock, no one really comes on at 5, do they? Because of the
No, they don't,
difference.
Rich, you're right.
Not everybody's at work still either, Steve. So there'd still be people around at that time. It's tea time as well for some.
Yeah. Sit down, eat the tea, and watch it live.
Okay.
It's
Especially
things
in the
like
UK.
it's things like Emmerdale and Coronation Street. Is that all off the TV now, or because they can't?
No,
film,
they're still
can
on at the moment, Rich.
they? Are they?
Yeah, they might
they're
not
that
be
far
on
in
as
advance.
regular, but they are still on.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, hang on, Joy's asked me a question. Have you said something in the chat that I've missed, Joy?
John N is swimsuit weather here. What?
That's looking pretty cool, Rich.
Yeah.
Thanks. I've just thought to myself, I've got my brand new brand that I could have put in there, but there's no point now, is there? Because I've already.
Sand it out so you can rebrand it.
I couldn't I just send that bit there?
Oh, PM. Sentence of
Oh,
PM.
it's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. Okay.
Right, the PM's just come through, Joy. The Facebook's being very slow with messages, so I will check that out and get back to you. In fact, I'll check out the video and I'll send you a message back.
Oh, that's a good idea. Steve says brand it and fill it with white paint.
That's not
To
good.
tell you the truth, Rich, what you could do is just try branding it anyway, because it's going to be a hotter burn than your gun was, so it'll probably still stand out against the black.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing is, if I do that now, I've got to flatten. I've got to flatten this point, so I may as well just flatten it and brand
just take it all off.
Yeah. Okay, right. I'm just gonna set my brand to warm up. Right. Stay there. I'll try not to brand myself this time, shall I?
You do have previous on that.
I do, yeah. A previous start with that. Don't look too shabby. Right.
So Snake is asking you, Rich, how long do you heat up the branding iron?
I let it go for quite a while because once you've branded it, there's no rebranding it without sanding it off again.
Right. Nathan is saying, Nathan's just said 60-second tops with a good blowtorch. And don't put your arm on it, Rich.
Oh, thanks, Wayne. I won't. Again. Hang on, there's something on there that I need to get off. This is a good time to lock your chuck as well.
That's what she said.
See, the one I've got, which I don't use very often because I don't like it, I actually took the handle off so it fits in the Jacob's chuck in the tailstock. So it gets centered every time.
That's an idea, isn't it?
Do you know what? Oh, genuinely, that was what I was just about to say. Would it fit in the tailstock? Because I'm sure that's what. I can't remember who I've seen heat it in the tailstock and then they just.
How do you get it out the tailstock though?
You
If it's still hot.
just take the Jacob's chuck out. It's actually in the Jacob's chuck that goes in the tailstock, like you do with the drill. So you just take the Jacob's chuck out and put it to one side till it cools down.
Okay.
Don't know, just an idea.
It's not a bad idea. I need to find a collapsible router table.
Collapsible router table.
Yeah, one I can pack away when I'm not using. You get lots of little tabletop ones, which are fine and all that kind of good stuff. You do get Axminster to make a folding one, but it just looks a bit. How could I put it? You're paying an awful lot of money just for the foldability. And Trend, who make awesome router stuff, are hideously expensive for what it seems to be in comparison to else.
Yes.
I am sure, as we're having this conversation, I'm absolutely sure that it's it'll be all right, kind of thing. But right now,
Are you thinking about keeping the router still fitted on there? You're going to be taking the router off.
so I'm thinking. So that's kind of this scenario is. I mean, I'm reworking that corner of the workshop anyway. So the existing router table is going to go. And I'm just hunting for a goodidea.com for how can I do the moldings. How can I do the moldings for frames, sort of thing, without and have the space.
Yeah.
Hasn't Richard done?
I've just dropped Mr. Morley a little PM and said, "Hello, Mr. Morley. Here's the thing. Have you any experience of?" And I've sent him a couple of examples. Mike, Axminster do make one, a folding one. It's quite. It's exactly as it sounds like, but it doesn't look particularly well equipped at the price. It's one of those things that I might want to see it.
I can't remember if mine's a fold down one or not.
You know, because it's one of those things
No,
that
I just keep mine set up all the time with the router on.
yeah. I mean, I just don't have the space for that. I just don't have the space. No, I don't have the spray bench.
I made one.
Yeah. So I made mine originally. So where it sits just now, but that whole chunk of bench is going to get remodeled. So
Yeah, because yours is fitted, isn't it, Jill?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing. I made mine. But it's just that idea of being able to have one folds away and more research.
See, what I also did for mine as well, because you can get the router lift thing, where you've got the handle to screw the router up and down to get that. Far too expensive. I bought a cheap, very small car jack and jigged it about and put it underneath the router so I can get very, very good measurements with putting the router up and down.
So Nathan's saying you can get a UJ key plate. That's kind of the approach I took last time, Nathan. But the reshaping in the workshop kind of demands another approach this time. That's just where I'm going to hang it. I don't know. This idea of foldable and collapsible kind of has some merit in my mind at the moment.
Yeah, Sneak did ask if you're looking at using a farm router or a plunge router.
So the answer to that is probably the current bench has a palm router with a razor inside it, a wheel assembly, a gear assembly that lifts it up and down. Which is
the router lift.
It's not a router lift per se. You've kind of got to get it at the side. But it's
all right. Okay.
All right. It's all right. It's okay. It worked pretty well. So don't know. I've got three routers, Clive. The current one's a palm router mounted upside down.
Only 3 routers.
Only 3.
Right. I'll continue with the shine juice now, guys.
Yeah, it looks really cool, mate. It's really darkening it down and giving it.
Yeah,
at least when it's rotating. At least while it's rotating, it looks very, very good, solid, smooth color, Rich.
Yeah, but once the lid stops, you can actually see the texture in there as well, which is nice. Oh, Doug's in. Hiya, Doug. Never noticed you coming in.
Doug.
Doug.
And he's a sneak. He's definitely a sneak. He sneaks in and starts making comments without saying hello to people.
Oh, it's a bit warm on my fingers.
Doug.
Watch your fingers, Rich. That can get quite hot, mind.
It does. Oh, but you know what? If you don't feel the heat, it's not working, is it, Doug?
Right, Mike has said his quarter-inch router table, is built into his drill press stand. The disadvantage is lifting the drill press off every time you have to use it. Yeah, okay. I can see that.
So Doug has a question. What is the baby blue coloured thing on the wall, Rich?
This.
It looks like a rasp, does it not?
Looks like a rasp. Rasp.
Yeah, it is. It's a round rasp.
Yeah, it's like a Sureform.
What?
It's like a Sureform.
Yeah.
Stanley owned the patent for that kind of design sort of thing. So it's obviously a someone. I don't know if it's a Stanley, but it looks like a Sureform.
It's I don't know what it is, but it's just one coat.
We've got a few comments coming in about router tables.
Yeah, it's quite excessive. Steve from SK Crafts is quite right. I mean, I've had a look around today and they're all a bit mad.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I don't see the point after thinking about it, and I did this a good few years ago, when not long after the router lifts first came out. I thought, I can't afford that sort of price. I can't afford 20 quid for a cheap car jack from the likes of Halford, something like that. Stripped it down a bit so I could get it to fit underneath the router, and you can get the measurements in, millimeters. It's a really good way to go.
Lots of folks are suggesting doing a flip top or doing an adaptive.
Yeah,
basically that. I mean that all of these are great ideas that just won't lend themselves to the. I want to be running quite large pieces of stock material through it, so I'm kind of chasing that's why I like the idea of the foldable ones that can take them outside and use them if I need to at that point.
Yes, you want something on wheels.
I really be picky uppy is kind of where I'm at.
All right,
Ooh.
pick you. Okay.
So that's got a nice shine on it now. Can you see it?
Yes, we
But
can. Yeah.
you can also see a little bit of grain as well. I think the scorch in it has gone right into the grain. Look at that, it's lovely.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a couple more shine juice on there before I flip it around. Do you know what? I'm really considering not doing the mosaic on this. I don't think it's going to. I think to turn it round and make a nice dish is going to be far better than mucking around with those on this one, I think.
Right.
Anyway.
Okay. Design change. Going through the
Yeah.
paper.
Well, some things, you get to the point where it changes midway through. I mean, we've all done it, haven't we?
Right. I've just seen something there. Nathan's just asking you, do you have a table saw? And I think I know where he's coming from on this.
So yeah, so I use a table saw for a whole bunch of sort of cutting sort of rebates, etc. quite happily. But if you want to detail the frames, you really need to get access to the broader range of bits in the router. So you're absolutely your head's going.
But the thing is, Dale, are you able to move the table saw outside?
Sorry?
Can you move the table saw outside?
No, the table saw remains in the workshop. Mostly getting used with sleds.
But I don't know if Nathan was going to be where Nathan was coming from. But you can actually build a router table onto the end of the table saw that will fold back down.
Yeah, no, I don't really have space for it. It's an Evolution Rage machine. It's a sight saw more than anything. But it's right now it spends its life with a spray bench on top of it. It's become a table saw.
Right, Mike has said, and we're talking about router lifts again, he found a good hack on an obscure forum to put a simple router lift into the plunge bars, a bit like the Triton. It works well on Makita routers and possibly others. Nice one, Mike.
Right. So, guys, the CNC will be arriving tomorrow, and I thank all of you that donated something towards it in Super Chats. I couldn't have done it without that Super Chat, trust me.
No, Nathan was just, he was thinking different to me, Dale. He was thinking about you changing machines if you had the room, and maybe going for a 3-in-1 type of machine.
I don't think it's really where my head's at the minute. I don't think I can. I think where I'm at, I think it's a good idea, but where the shape of that side of the workshop is, I'm explaining very badly. But the size and amount of shape is quite restricted, so I've sort of got this modular approach going. But the router table needs to be able to run, 6 foot long pieces of stock through it end to end. So you kind of got to get, quite interesting. Quite interesting for me. Trying to work out how to work around it.
Right then. doing. Now I've got dust all over him. Anyway,
Bloody typical.
it's all right. I'm turning that bit away anyway. Polyester resin dust as well.
Billy said he kept the old burnt out bits from a plane and trying to make a router lift from the adjustment mechanism.
There you go, guys. Looks shiny, doesn't it?
It does. It's looking very nice, Rich.
Okay. All right then.
Very cool, man. Very cool.
Just got to keep it on the lathe now. It's all right. Oh, what are you doing there? Who's in the way again? There we go.
Cool. Okay, so I've gone to the next level of craziness with my art.
All right.
You know the spider that we carved this morning?
Uh-huh.
Well, tarantulas are supposed to be hairy, are they not?
Oh, you're going to flock it?
So I've like my pony to give him his own little coat of hair, and it actually.
Let's have a look then. You're going to show us?
I've only done the first 3 legs.
That's all right.
You sure, man? Sorry. I was
Ready?
just sat there looking at it. Yeah. Sat here looking at it.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Brilliant.
I was like, it's got to have hair to it, hasn't it? So I might be bald tomorrow. Yeah. Sorry,
Right.
mate.
Richard, Billy is asking, why have you got the dado in there?
This is a piece of scrap sapele. It's in there for no reason other than it was something else in its previous life. I do have some of this. I have 2 other pieces of this that are going to be a collab with JP and Dale, I believe. Yeah, JP.
I've
Dale.
still got mine carefully segmented away from the rest of the wood, just so
Yeah.
it doesn't get used for something else. And I forget. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, mine's over there as well. But I thought, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? You know, it's only going to be a very small, shallow bowl. So I'm going to turn that all away now anyway.
Oh, this is creeping me out, I think.
what. Mr. Bidder.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Colin's saying we're missing his comments. Hang on, Colin. I'll just go back and have a look.
Colin
Right.
Bennett, father of beards.
Colin's saying he can put a 8x4 sheet of ply on his workbench, run it through the saw. His router is in the middle, so he can run anything through the router. Yeah, that's fine, Colin. But the thing is, I don't think everybody has got a shop size where they can do that type of thing.
My dad has got the same size as Andy. Just so let you know.
What, a single garage?
Yeah, single garage. It's probably a little bit smaller than Andy's actually.
All right.
I bet it's a damn sight idea.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but I will be. I'll be doing an invasion at my dad's. I just want to do it in person. I don't want to do it over the internet. So that's why we've not done it yet. But you'll see how much stuff he's got crammed in there. It's quite good.
Oh, grand. Look forward to that.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to have to cut my ponytail again.
Are you?
Oh, no.
Oh, it can't. It's not going to do it any harm, is it? Do you know what I mean? I'll probably have a healthy bit of hair left. I should probably get the missus to do it though. Oh. I go back in and she'll be like, where's your ponytail gone? Oh man.
Yeah, Billy's saying the same as what Colin said. His router table is one wing of his table saw.
Oh, that was painful.
Barry saying, cutting hair, what's occurring? Barry, Andy is putting some hair onto the spider that he carved at lunchtime.
I'm putting my own DNA. This spider is the reverse of Spider-Man. I'm giving the spider human DNA.
Rich, if you are listening, Jake has just put the chickens to bed. Yeah, Colin's saying the reason that his router is in the table saw bench, it means he can get longer pieces of wood to go through it without a problem. Joy is saying that that was nice of you to do that, Andy. She can't stand spiders. Billy saying to Joy, you should have seen the huge orb spider he sprayed this morning. It was in a web hanging between 3 of his oak trees and scared the crap out of him.
Kill them all.
No. Well, big spiders, yeah.
Die. I think the movie Starship Troopers has left an impression on me.
Chris Walker saying he took over Sarah's workshop with parts of his trike.
No.
Good Lord. Poor Sarah.
Snake is asking Joy if she liked the spider clock.
Spider clock. Spider clock.
Oh, Jake's just going to have to. Jake's about to leave because his phone's going to die. Oh, how unusual! There must be a thing in your family.
It's a
phone's dying.
Bennett thing. Bennett must be French for battery or something like
Yeah,
that.
it must be.
Where's Jamie when you need him? He'll know.
Billy's saying that orb spider was as big as a wolf spider.
How big's a wolf spider?
Big. Really big.
Joy's asking everybody to shut up about spiders.
Do you not like spiders?
Spider
No,
clock.
Joy doesn't like
Spider
spiders.
clock.
There's nothing wrong with
A
spiders.
web and goes TikTok.
I've
Sorry.
stopped calling spiders anyway. So I think it's the wrong. I think they should be called fly killers because that's what they do. And flies are worse than spiders.
Kill them all.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate flies. Haven't done a fly yet, actually.
Hang on. Nathan's saying something to deal here. Do you know any old joiners that you're friendly with that could have cutters shaped and get them to run on a spindle at your workshop to save having the machine at all?
I think, Nathan, the reality, I think every picture I do pretty much has a frame. So I'd wind up storing, I'd have to get quite long lengths done to be able to store it and then adapt. So the sort of way and the advice that I'm listening to, literally as we speak from Mr. Morley, is cut rough to length for the frames and machine as required, effectively. And that's kind of probably the direction I'm going to move on because if they go out of whack when you're trying to do a frame with it, it's just a nightmare. So there's that's the sort of approach that we're moving towards.
That's
a lot of frames.
Thing about using long lengths as well. You will, I would think, almost definitely get some sort of warping going on there.
Yeah, doing a rough rebate on the inside of it on the table saw is one thing, but doing the moldings is a different conversation.
Yeah. Right, I'm missing some chat here because Doug's just said something there, which I must have missed. No, I've gone back a fair way there and I can't find it.
Come on, what are you done with it? Oh, there you are.
Is this by magic? A pole appeared.
Oh,
Oh, geez, that was so. That hit me right in the nose there, Rich.
I'm literally a gnat's wee little man away from that.
30 watching, 19 thumbs ups. Come on, folks. Let's have some more thumbs up for Richard if you like what he's doing.
Sorry, guys.
Turns out I've cut too much. Oops.
That's what she said.
And the thing is about hair, Andy, you can't plant it for it to regrow.
Ah, well. Perfect.
And Steve saying a router table is a great asset to the shop. It has so much scope. Yeah, you're right there, Steve. I totally agree.
Sorry where my head's at, Steve. Like I say, we just come back to this storability, usability. I guess it's the I'm looking for a sort of in my head. I'm looking for the ability to have it semi set up all the time. That's why the fold down table sort of catches my eye a little bit. That way you can just quickly put it up, make the frames, not make the frames, make the moldings, and then fold it away.
Fold it away again, yeah.
More research required, I think. You see, the Axminster one looks interesting. I might want to see it in person before I would invest cash in it. It doesn't come with, there's no router in it, sort of thing. So it is literally a router table, and it doesn't have a lift, so it's a hand crank.
Okay, that's a bit too.
Oh, Robert Lapsus in. Good evening, Robert.
Andy, you've excelled yourself with that one, boy.
Well, Colin, while you were away, several aliens jumped into Richard's workshop, kidnapped him briefly, conducted various experiments with the blue-handled thing you see hanging on the wall. Richard did exclaim somewhat, and was saved miraculously with a well-placed lump of plasticine.
Other than that, nothing went on.
Other than that, it was fairly quiet.
Yeah. But, Colin, the thing is, Rich now has to be very careful because if he isn't very careful, he's going to join the Funnel Club.
We have to get the watch it back, Colin. Watch it back. It's on the replay. Oh, hello. What was that?
I was just doing my zip up on my jacket.
As long as it was your jacket. As long as it was your jacket.
Said.
I promise it was my ponytail.
Oh, Sneak is going to look into getting a car jack for a router lift as a router lift. Nice one, Sneak. A small one. It's a very small trolley type jack that I've got. Okay, it needs to be that small so it'll actually go underneath the router. And you'll need to take bits off it as well.
And to answer Nick the Flaming Turner, absolutely, Nick. Just par for the course on a Tuesday evening.
What was that? About Tuesday evening?
That you'd been abducted by aliens and subjected to strange medical experiments with the blue thing hanging on the wall. And that you were saved miraculously with a well-placed piece of plasticine.
Oh, okay.
And he's still here to tell the story.
Well, he's gone now. Look, see, they've got him. Oh no, he's back.
You got to watch them aliens. They're terrible.
Absolutely. That was interesting. YouTube held Fred's message there. Casual DIY used the scissors check under. I wonder what it took offense to in casual DIY.
Don't know.
I don't know. It just is how it. Oh, hold this one for review. You know, it could be casual DIY, scissors and thicknesser. I have no idea. And Colin, father of Beer, says, as long as I didn't pinch bowl, everything is fine. You have to try harder, says Fred.
Carving will help you do that, Snake.
Sitting on your hands will work too.
I'll vouch for that.
That wasn't what you were thinking, Rich.
Right, let's get this off. Come on, come on. Sort yourself out, man. Right.
Chris Walker says he put his thumb up to your comment, but
Come on, come on. Sort yourself out. There we go. Okay, all right.
No bad.
what it is that you are doing, young man.
Who, me?
Was it you that it was Richard that made the Dremel style noise, wasn't it? What are you doing, man? All we can hear is ow and zips. It's quite disturbing, Andy. What are you up to?
It's cold in the workshop, so I was putting the temperature suddenly dropped. Anyway, out here.
Well, if you've pulled your zip down, I'm surprised. There's no surprise there, really, is there?
Because I have previously only been in my shorts and t-shirt.
Okay.
I was getting chilly. And I keep sticking my spider to my hand.
Do you know what I think those Teespring style stores are missing? I think is onesies.
Yeah.
You know, you could get a Beard 16 onesie.
I think Billy and Sneak have been swapping chats about routing freehand and doing the shapes freehand.
That's cool. Personal touch rather than done by a machine.
So I got my GPS from Craftbox today.
Cool.
I am expecting my new scroll saw blades anytime soon.
Hashtag Team Scrollsaw.
and then I've got to try them. I've been looking online for some decent line drawing, clip art type stuff to do designs out of, but I haven't found anything yet.
Most clip art's crap. You've kind of got to do it yourself. The book,
That's what I'm thinking.
I bought some books on Celtic design and illuminated lettering to try and get an idea as to how people used to do that in the past. It's been very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. You don't get to steal what they've done because it's not, there's no context. But the way
what I'm wanting to do for the earrings, certainly for the ones that I'm going to scroll saw, is some sort of swirly type designs, quite elongated.
Go find a picture of the closing sequence or the opening sequence to the Outer Limits. See if that's close.
All right.
It's got a swirly opening thing. If you don't know if you recall it, kind of thing. It's a kind of spirally thing.
It doesn't come to mind offhand, so I would have to look it up.
Or maybe Time Tunnel.
You know the likes of I'm forgetting what you bloody call it now. When you're writing a piece of music, the design that goes at the front of the piece of music.
Okay, like a cleft.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Oh, Mike the Midnight Jokers put in Book of Kells and Book of Lindisfarne are great for those. Oh, thank you, Mike. Cheers, mate.
Yep. The Book of Kells is quite good.
So sometime in the near future, you will be seeing some resin work from me. I bet you never thought you'd hear me say that.
You're double whamming it. Go on, keep going.
And it's going to be both on the lathe and on the scroll saw.
So if we listen, 36 people may have collapsed onto the floor.
Yeah. Call either 911 or 999.
Wait. What did Wayne just say?
Yes, Doug. I thought that might be the surprise. David saying, "Are you feeling okay, Wayne?" Yeah, I'll have a drink in a minute.
Richard Fellon's in the chat. Hi, Richard.
Good evening, Richard.
Feddy
Bellows.
Feddy Bellows. Strange Feddy Bellows.
Feddy Bellows.
Yep, Feddy Bellows. Bop. John wants you to have a drink for him, Wayne.
Yeah, I'll do that, John. No problem, mate. I'll do that.
Reg, do you have a top-down camera so we can kind of see the profile of the piece you're working on?
I can certainly.
Oh yes, yes, Doug. I already know that. I have already started reprofiling some of my gouges just to get ready. Billy saying hell has surely frozen over.
Well, we've already been described as the Four Horsemen.
100%. So there's technically five Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Richard, I was wondering what you were actually doing on the side of the bowl, and I can see what you've done now, and it looks
really good, Rich.
Really neat.
Yeah, right.
No, it's right. I was try it again. I was just checking how far I've gone down with that. I don't want to join the funnel club because it started to look like it was burnt. And I was thinking maybe I'm that close. I've got to. Hang on, turn on. I've gone through to the point where I can see the burnt wood on the other side, but it doesn't look like I've got another 2 or 3 mil, I reckon. So I should be all right.
No, just leave it.
Leave it.
Yeah, it's all right. I can sand that out now. It's fine. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to overdo it.
So there's technically 5 horsemen of the apocalypse if you know your Terry Pratchett. There's all the obvious ones plus chaos.
Donna, I think, has been, and Rich as well. Donna and Rich have both been watching Martin, I think, because Martin was doing a maths lesson to do with the golden ratio and Fibonacci in his live this evening.
Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah,
Very useful. Use it in IT a lot, particularly for
it
encoding.
is very useful.
Coding.
I watched a very good video about the golden ratio and Fibonacci, which is basically the same thing, a couple of weeks ago, and it does slot into everything.
There's a wonderful show which you'll get on YouTube if you look for it by Professor Marcus Desoy, which is called The Code. I think it's a 3-part show the BBC run, and it shows you the hidden mathematical structures behind everything.
Yeah.
According to Professor Desoy, who's professor emeritus of mathematics at I can't remember which prestigious university.
And that, to tell you the truth, that's a good idea for a pair of earrings.
Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah, yes, exactly. The golden ratio curve.
Yep, that'll work. I used to like late night Open University shows, Donna, so I kind of know where you're coming from, I think.
The Fibonacci sequence, I like it because it's very easy to do. You know, the way it actually works, you just add the last number onto the next number, and it gets the following number.
Mm-hmm.
So for any of you that don't know it, it goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and on and on.
Like an old Scotch videotape.
Yep. So you add the 1 and the 1 together, that gets the 2. You add the 2 and the 1 together, that gets the 3. You add the 3 and the 2 together, that gets the 5. The 5 and the 3 gets the 8. The 8 and the 5 get the 13. The 13 and the 8 get the 21, and then you keep on going on from there. And that's how you get the curve.
Eventually resulting in an exponential growth in the number base.
Yes. Yeah.
The only way you used to get on computer science degrees was to have a pretty good maths basis. Never really used it during it. I just think it was one of those bars you had to jump over.
Snake has said you need a sanding pad, Richard, to save your fingers.
Yeah.
I think
My fingers have got that much that many calluses on. And, they're more like leather now.
Donna says that she used to bug her hubby on the maths series. He went to university for maths and for chemistry. Is that a euphemism, Donna? Or is it like he went for maths and for some chemistry? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I can't get rid of that.
Interesting
that burn
little
stain.
dot. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get rid of it. I think the burn really did go quite far into the wood, but that's fine. It is what it is, isn't it? You know.
Donna's saying hubby's second degree was network design and management.
Mine's is natural sciences, physics.
And Billy has said his wife was a maths teacher for over 20 years. If he needs something he doesn't know, he has a resident expert.
I think that's possibly the best solution all round. Have someone else that can do it around you.
Yes, exactly.
That's what a calculator's for.
Yeah, but if you've got a wife that's a calculator, save yourself wearing your fingers down.
So where my head went there, and I'm possibly sure my age kind of thing is, my head went calculator, wife is a calculator, Carol Vorderman, and I just stopped there and paused for a moment.
Yeah, but Carol Vorderman after a enlargement or before her enlargement.
Irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant. Oh, Mr. Steve, what's your question? A question for me? Good Lord, go on.
Jen is saying, make a funnel, just do it.
No, it's not happening, Jen. I'm not doing it.
Wayne and Valerie are in the house.
That's a club.
Wayne of the
Hi,
Big
Wayne.
CDs. Hey Val.
That's a club that I don't want to join, thanks.
Not on air anyway.
Okay. No, when I join the Fuller Club, there's going to be a lot of vexing and swearing and all sorts of colourful language.
Barry's telling us that he's an artist. He is in fact a piss artist, so he's quite a unique material there.
Right, Steve, the question for you, deal, is what is the minimum internet speed he will be able to get away with using OBS?
Well, that's an interesting question because it's a stream.
Right, can I answer that one?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Right, Steve. My internet speed is running at around about 5 or maybe 6 megabits per second. Download, upload, it's running at about 2 or 3, and I get away with lives, no problem whatsoever.
So an answer to your question.
And that's running OBS, running the OBS through StreamYard.
So that's completely correct. But the takeaway from this one is, as long as no one else is using the internet, 3 or 4 megabits will be enough to give you a good quality stream to YouTube. Should be enough. The more the better. Would be it. But somewhere around 3 or 4 will be enough if no one else is using that connection. But preferably, you're in the ballpark of 5 or 6, ideally 10. If you can get, if you're on like Virgin or something like that.
In fact, the last couple of few lives I've done, I've got on Dale's advice, I've got Ethernet cable running out to the workshop now. And on the last couple of few lives I've done, Jane has still been on the internet in the house while I've been doing lives out in the workshop, and things have still gone okay.
Just one word to Steve out there. Steve, it's not the download speed that you care about; it's the upload speed. So yeah, 55 to 70 is down. It's the upload speed that you need to chase, sir. Yes, Doug. OSB is orientated strand board. However, in this particular case, I think Steve's talking about OBS, which is Open Broadcast Studio, which is free unless you do wacky cameras, among other things.
Somebody put something in there. Yeah, Jen said, "Good Lord, is Wayne using dial-up?" Just about, Jen. Just about.
I used OBS today to film a video. I don't usually use it because it looks like it kind of, the quality goes down from my GoPro. on that. Don't know
Well, I
why.
don't see. I've linked the OBS. I've linked the OBS through StreamYard, and most of the time, the quality's okay. I think when the quality isn't okay with my lives, it's because of my lighting that I've got.
Same with mine, mate.
Should be fine, Steve.
Mike said something totally different. He said, "Why are cakes round?"
I haven't
Okay.
done any research on that. I haven't got past Jaffa Cakes. I'll report back.
Cakes are not always round. Cakes are sometimes square. They are
Jaffa's
sometimes triangular, and
Jaffa's
various other shapes as well.
Jaffa.
My missus has just made 2 cakes tonight.
Is she?
Yeah. Banana cake
Ooh.
and
My wife
Well-
doesn't mean Jaffa Cake.
Is
Doesn't
that-
mean banana
is-
cake.
Andy, is that banana cake or banana bread?
banana cake.
Okay. Well, I've got to say, on Saturday, I did, on advice from Emma, the Tiny Turner, I did some Yorkshire parking. Oh, God, is that good.
So is that like we park in 2 bays or 3 or you park in
Oh,
nights?
yeah, it is.
That's what they do up there, isn't it? In Yorkshire, they park wherever they want.
Yeah. Neighboursfield.
The thing I do like about Sapele is the chatoyans. I mean, as you're turning that, you can see the grain really, really shining as you're rotating that around. It's really, really good.
Oh, I did it again. I left it in. But anyway, what do you think?
That's looking really nice, Rich.
Do.
Very shiny.
He's
I don't know if you
shiny.
can see it on camera. And then what I did is I put these rim to kind of link the color of the inside to the outside without just dropping off. I put these little lines in there as well. You can see the chatoyance on that one there. It's bad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's why I like Sapele. It's dusty and it's a pain in the ass, but you know, from a chatoyan's perspective, it's really, really good.
Yeah. But you can see just there, that's the that is the first burn that's gone straight through. I mean, it's not thin. There's no chance of that going through. I mean, it's good. It's a good 3 mil thick. It's just, it is what it is. Okay.
Blistered when you're done the.
Oh.
I'm
And
just
lay
having a look
something on it, mate.
through the chat.
Look at that in my beard.
Jen
That's the TV
Sage
in my
has
beard.
got 80 megs download and 10.6 upload on a home Wi-Fi. God, I wish, Jen.
Right, you know what? It's going to be a little bit earlier unless you want to hang around and chat for a little bit. Because there's not
We'll have a
much more I
chat
can
and see
do.
what's going on. Oh,
okey-dokey
Doug's got his asparagus is up and running out the back. Very nice,
then.
Doug.
Nice.
Keep an eye on it. It grows very fast. Oh, there's. I don't know if you got any, Richard, but Steve SK Crafts has said some embellishing wax would look good on that.
Yep.
On the ebonized bit on the back.
I don't have any. But yeah, it would. Might have to get hold of some. Interesting. That's very interesting. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that.
So where the mortise is, this part of the mortise here looks flatter. I don't. Let's just see. There, that part there. Can you see that? If you look at that part
I
of the
can
mortise,
see that. Yeah.
that's that then. That's weird, isn't it? It was fixed in there well. I mean, it's all right, but weird how that's done now. It makes no difference to it. It still sits fine.
That might just be just a little piece where you didn't get it properly straightened off all the way across the bottom.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Doug's saying you can almost watch it grow. That's how fast it is. Yeah, that's the thing with asparagus. I've seen places where asparagus grows probably an inch a day, something like that. I don't know if yours is the same, Doug.
I like asparagus when it's wrapped in bacon and put on the barbecue.
I just like asparagus.
I don't. Makes your wee smell funny.
Oh yeah, it makes your urine smell absolutely horrendous, but I don't care.
Do you want to say
Jen
that's a joke?
saying you opened up the jaws too tight. No, I don't think you did, Jen. I think it was that part of the bottom just wasn't actually straightened off properly.
Hang on a sec, guys. Sorry.
You've not muted yourself, Rich.
Do you want to?
Oh.
If
No,
you-
I know that. I know that.
I thought-
My,
I didn't know.
so is Mark in the chat?
Mark,
Mark
I haven't
Arnold.
I haven't seen any marks in.
I've got my necky here, Mark, if you're watching.
I think he was playing a joke.
Oh, it's just playing a joke. All right.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Emmett's in. Good evening, Emmett.
Yeah, Billy's right. Grilled asparagus wrapped in bacon. That's
Yes.
the way to do it. Either that or
Asparagus
lash
soup.
it with
And
salt
asparagus
butter,
soup as well. Love asparagus soup.
or just by itself with lashings of salty butter.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yuck.
Do you like want to come on screen? I'm just looking at myself here.
It's a matter for some debate. Shall we discuss it, chaps? What do we think?
Oh
Come on
God.
screen.
How's that going to go down if we come
don't
on
know.
screen?
I don't know. I don't know.
You could lose some punters.
I accidentally pressed the button.
Oh, hey.
You got your trousers on, JP.
JP?
JP.
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry. Good job you got your trousers on, Dale. That's what I was meant
Again?
to say.
Yeah.
Dale, that's a very good question, Dale. You know all the video meetings you've been attending and everything with work. Has anybody ever in any of the meetings said to everybody else in the meeting, "Okay, everybody stand up now"?
Yeah, I do it all the time, just for a wind up. The last management meeting we did, you had to turn up in a management meeting in fancy dress, just sort of thing, kind of thing. So I pulled off an impromptu George Stores sort of lookalike thing, kind of thing. As long as you didn't look like thing, it looked like I was wearing a baby girl.
Oh God!
What's
Kind of
did you say? I've just noticed we missed a word.
Mr. Word.
Oh, missed that one, Nick.
Oh, to the
What was
French
that,
food
Nick?
cousins.
Oh, there's one for you, Dale.
Which one is that one?
He's much more handsome.
Emmett's clearly pulled. Get your coat.
Yeah, I think Emmett needs a new prescription for his glasses. I think.
I think so. I feel so.
That's the proper message.
Oh,
He's much more handsome than JP. He
I
missed
feel
it.
I'm more. So there's two Hansons. There's the guy that owns all those big companies, and then there's that dodgy band from back in the 80s or 90s. That's the one. I'm glad you knew. I couldn't have told you a damn thing.
Doing a bop. I can sing it to you, the whole thing, if you like.
Good Lord, don't. I feel you'll be damaging everybody, including me. I don't feel we should read out the very last comment that's come up.
Yeah,
Don't read it. Anyone, no one read that out.
Nick, that was mean, you meanie. You should highlight that though, Rich.
Just seen it. No. Oh, there you go. Let's have a look at Dad. So I haven't had the time. Okay.
That was cool.
Father of Beard says he's got a new project coming up.
Oh, good.
Do it again, Nick.
No, don't do it, Nick. I'm not reading them. I'm not reading it.
Billy Burt was clearly there. Billy Burt was clearly there for that particular Hanson track. He's off with it now. Look at this. We get the full rendition.
Oh no, I'm not gonna, because I'd end up getting Rich a strike, so I won't.
A clockwork mbop.
Yeah. Ooh.
The thing is, and he may well be able to do this, but if Andy started doing something like that, he's got to do it in sort of 2 or 3 times speed so we can get a proper Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
There's a word for you, Nick, and it begins with C. Yeah. What's that then? What's that?
What's what?
An impromptu Bob Clockwork Orange. Okay.
Yeah.
It's right. I'm putting them on screen because I can see them better because I haven't got my glasses on.
How many fingers am I holding up?
2. Oh. Right then.
Mhm.
Shall we call
Did you
it
manage
then?
to get that Clockwork Orange finished the other day, Andy?
I might actually stick that on I think Instagram's probably the better place.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think that's an Instagram thing rather than the YouTube thing, because when you look back through all my YouTube videos, you just get serious me being an idiot for about 5 or 6 times, and then serious, then idiot, then serious, and I'm trying to sort myself out. So Instagram for that sort of stuff, I think. So it'll be a minute
Yeah,
long.
right, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah. More likely to appeal to more people doing it that way. So
It's much more fun to stumble across too, to be honest. I mean, that's what I love you about that idea, you know.
Yeah.
The idea you're going through a picture of a bowl, Andy being bonkers. Picture of a bowl, picture of a bowl.
I actually met them, Doug.
Who?
Right, so Fred.
Really?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did they
Nice
like it?
lads. Very nice bunch of lads they were.
Did they like
Very,
it?
very nice.
No, they were, but they're genuinely really nice guys.
That was what I meant. Did they like it?
Yeah, well, it was. Do you remember going live on BBC Saturday morning?
Yes, I do.
My parents surprised us one morning and took my sisters and I up to the BBC studios, and we got to go on going live, and they happened to be
Who was on it, kind of thing?
Andy Peters.
Was the gopher there? Was the gopher still with him at that point?
Yeah, Emma Forbes was there.
Emma. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just pause and think about that for a second.
Zoe Ball was there.
Who? Zoe?
Yeah, Zoe.
Richard, Chris Walker's asked you a question.
Yeah, I'll put it on screen. No, I haven't murdered it yet, Chris. I might murder my daughter if she performs like she did today in the car tomorrow.
Okay, Bob Lapsley has said to you, Andy, he's tried finding the Scorpion. Do you have it on YouTube or Insta?
I think it's on Instagram. I didn't do it on YouTube. Did I carve a small scorpion on YouTube? I don't think I did. Ah, no, there's a reason for that. I'm not going to carve that on live. That's
Scott.
That's my thing.
Yes, Dirk, you do murder the roosters, not the chickens. So Cheryl's bought an incubator, and she's going to get some eggs, and we will be murdering roosters soon.
Okay.
Gordon, go for it.
Yeah.
I would skip to the. I've come right up to date kind of thing, and kind of go with the ignore Doug and go straight to the Chris Walker one. Shall we change subject entirely?
That one there.
Yeah. Well makes everything. How is it going, people? Long time no see. Hi, Will.
Hiya, Will.
How are you?
My shine juice is separating. Look, I wonder if you could drink that. What would happen
That
if you drank?
Must be a euphemism. Oh, wait a minute. My shine juice is separating. Oh, no. Aye. Roland the Rat, bring them back, says SK Crafts. I think I might be with you on that one. I thought Roland the Rat was quite funny.
Right,
However,
Chris
I'm
Walker
really...
Andy, Chris Walker has said to you, Sarah wants a seahorse.
Oh, Sarah wants a seahorse. If you check out my Etsy page, so in fact, PM me afterwards.
Why am I so red in the face? Am I red?
I think it's dust. Maybe it's a peely dust.
I have been in the sun quite a lot.
You are. You're a little red. More of an orange, I feel. Kind of Essex.
Mark, the gentleman wood turner, is in. Good evening, Mark.
Slightest little bit of sun. I just go brown like this.
Oh, you're a face-to-face Celt at heart. So I mean, what else is likely to happen?
What's that? It would make you as itch rich. Oh, ass itch rich. Okay.
Boom. Okay.
Yeah, Chris, if you want to just PM me, we'll leave it's on my stuff. Yeah, not a problem, but not on Rich's. It's not fair.
Hey, I don't mind. No, I don't mind at all. It's quite fair. Yes. If you want to talk about anything on mine, it doesn't matter. Go.
Really?
So, what's your Etsy? Can you not put it in the chat, Andy?
Maybe.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late to the show. I have no idea what Mark sounds like, and that's completely not like him. But anyway, Billy Bird says.
Larry said,
head.
Rich, you posted a picture of Shannon's parking skills. I noticed the letter L on her car. Does that stand for learner or loser? Lol.
Yeah, I'm not going to answer that in case she's watching.
Poor girl. Poor girl. Imagine getting taught by your dad. Must be a nightmare.
She's not doing that bad, actually. Yeah, she's all right. I mean, I only made her cry once today, so that's right.
Billy said, okay, I've been lollygagging enough. He's got to get back out to the shop. Good evening, all.
So, what?
Doug said, what is Andy selling? And do you ship over the pond?
Yeah. On my Etsy store, I've got all the stuff that I carve. Well, not all of it. Most of the stuff that I carve is there. Check it out. It's AH Bespoke. If you search in the Etsy, any issue.
Hang on, I'll just find it.
I'm trying to post it now, but it's not letting me do it.
Hang on, I'm just getting there.
There's the one that's for the
I've got it. Am I going to beat Wayne to it? Am I going to beat him? Am I?
No, that was me.
Yeah, you're going to beat us. Go on, Rich.
Oh, hang on. What have I put up there? That's not the same as
No,
yours.
that's no, that's the right one. I put up the because I couldn't find the link for the actual shop. That's for the Seahorse, the first one. Thank you very much for doing that.
John N is asking you, Andy, is that a Freedom Carver unit in the background? No, that will be a Dremel.
That's a Dremel, baby.
Can you guys see what's on the screen now? Is it Andy's Etsy
Yeah,
store?
we can see. Yeah, we can see the Andy's store. Yeah.
There's only 6 things on at the moment, but one of the Scorpions is on there, actually. And there'll be a few more. The Spider will be on there soon. So with the Praying Mantis, I've got the Queen going up soon, and I've got the Koi Carp going up soon.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
He's there if you want him. I think that says I do international. I think they're all. If it doesn't say international, PM me on Instagram and we'll sort it out. It's not a problem. And if you want anything hand carved, PM me.
Right then, guys, I think we'll call it there, shall we? Yeah?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, cool. I know it's a little bit short. I usually do for 2 hours, but thanks to everyone for coming in. There you go. There's the finished thing. Finished. Bit of chatoints there. Nice bit of shine juice on it as well. And then, obviously, that's my ugly mug there. My new brand.
Cool.
That Nathan Ramsdale Sherman made me. See it somewhere. And then obviously we put a little bit of a rim on there as well of the natural Sapele colour.
Nice.
So that'll just add to the rest of the film.
Doug is saying good night, everybody. That needs to be finished, Rich.
Yeah, it does. It needs a finish on it. Anyway. Okay, right, guys. Thanks for coming in, and I'll see you. Actually, so tomorrow we got Wayne. Have we got
Lunchtime.
One of you lunchtime?
I don't know. I think it's Nick tomorrow lunchtime.
Yeah,
I think.
I think Nick's on at lunchtime tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be on tomorrow evening doing some colouring.
Right.
Adrian, I don't think Adrian's in tonight, but Adrian and I think Ian as well have asked me to do some colouring to show how I do the colouring using the Joe Sonia stuff. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow night.
I can't get rid of that dimple. Can't get rid of that.
That's what she said.
Just do some inlay.
Just leave it, Rich.
Yeah. It'll probably go in with the rest of the stuff and never be seen again anyway, so I'm not worried. I've entertained you lot for a couple of hours. That's all I care about. So
Will said my colour work is fantastic. Oh, thank you, Will. Very nice. Nice of you to say so.
Nathan, I'll be in touch tomorrow, and I'll probably be picking your brains when I start assembling my CNC. You'll probably regret saying to me, just give me a shout. Anyway, so Thursday we've got Blue Light Turner on the Invasion, and then after my invasion, it's the Blue Light Turner that's live.
Yep.
So
I'm on Friday lunchtime. Friday lunchtime, I'm going to show you all how to make a coffee scoop.
Cool.
Cool. Right, cool. See you later, guys.
See you later.
Bye. Hit the
Wrong
bloody button.
Wrong
Hit
one.
the
Hit the bloody
bloody
button.
button. Do it.